Streamlabs looks good. Cool. Hello. I am late. What else is new? Um, Steam Summer Sale happened. So this was one thing that I picked up today. I did most of my shopping last night and today, like during my lunch break. So I picked this guy up. I picked up a few others. I didn't really see any simulators that really caught my attention. So I didn't pick one up really, except I guess maybe you want to consider this one. I mean, I'm considering it for a Thursday stream, so this is probably the closest to a simulator I picked up this year for the summer. Picked up Red Dead Redemption 2, Chernobyl Light, and shoot, now I gotta look up what the last one was here. It was Come on, Gmail. Fallout 4, because I've been meaning to play that one. It was heavily discounted too. Yeah, so I succumbed to Valve and their wallet gathering, if you will. So here we are tonight in Planet Zoo. Never played this before, but I've always kind of wanted it. It wasn't really on my wish list, but I've always seen it. I was like, oh, I wonder what this would be like, and I saw that it was really, again, heavily discounted, so I picked it up. And here we are. So I loaded the game. Didn't actually make sure the game actually plays, so I'm assuming it'll be fine. All I really did was I loaded it once and I closed it and I opened up NVIDIA GeForce Experience so that I could set recommended graphics settings and then relaunch the game, and then here we are. It wants me to set up my avatar, so that's what we're doing now. I'm onto the clothing now. I think I got everything else pretty much squared away, except for the, you know what, the color of my hair. How do I change that? See if we can back up to that. Yes, here we go. That's that. No, I'm more of a blonde. I don't know. What's that? That's too light. This is way too light. I'm kind of like a darker. It looks like that's red. Maybe like that. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm not trying to be completely like me, but I am kind of making it close though. You don't get many choices though. I mean, yeah, like 4 heads, handful of hairs. You could be slim, or you could be large. I don't know if this really matters. This just has to do with, like, I guess, if you want to upload stuff, maybe? Ooh, you could change the shirt color. Oh, perfect. What is this? The Sims? Feels like it. Wear cool hats, too. Haha. That's funny. Alright. Welcome to Character Building Simulator. We're never going to get to the actual game. Alright, that works. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Oh, I was going to ask where the shoes are, but they come with the shorts. Alright, I accept. Yeah, I'm sure. Don't make me second guess. Place your avatar headquarters. The headquarters is where the place will see your avatar and access any zoos or blueprints you have shared. Position your avatar anywhere on the globe. Are you sure? How do I rotate it? Can I be on the South Pole? Oh my goodness, I can. You know what? We're gonna put it up in the northeast up here. That's where normally I would have been out here, but now we're back east, so we'll stick it right here. Somewhere up there. Welcome to Planet Zoo. Here we go. Right, so now we have to do things. I love the music in this game. Let's go with career then. Progress through a career in zoo management. Is there like a tutorial? Challenge. Compete against the clock. Build zoos all around the world and trade your animals online. Wow. Sandbox. Build your dream zoo with no restrictions. We'll go with the classic career. Stately homeschooling. Goodwin House tutorial. Yes, there we are. Thank you. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. Please be better than the Car Mechanics Simulator tutorial, which was like nothing. Stately Homeschooling, Goodwin House, renovated and renamed after its purchase by Bernard Goodwin in the 1980s. Goodwin House has since become one of the most respected zoos in the country. More recently has undergone a further renovation to update many of the habitats and facilities, but due to various issues, the work hasn't quite been completed. Which is where you come in, you noob. This music's getting really involved. We'll keep it on medium. I appreciate that the music doesn't just like suddenly cut out when you click go. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in.
Sadly,
our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new
hi.
hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals?
Yeah, sure.
We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Alright, that sounds fun. How do I do that? Wazd, yes. Pan. Oh, arrow keys do the same. Zoom is the mouse. Ah, okay. Button press on the mouse, middle mouse, zoom in.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
I don't know, that sounds kind of boring.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Bear.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
The animal camera? Heck yeah. Whoa.
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close
Look
at
at that
your
detail.
animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Whoa! Okay, gotta be careful with that. Alright, how do I undo this? Locate West African lion habitat. So can I close this guy? Okay, that gets me out of here. Look at this. Look at those hills. Man, looks so nice. So peaceful. Alright, where are we going now? Lions.
Panthera Leo Leo. All the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Alright. Can I do the animal camera here? Oh. Nice. How's it going? Oh. Oh. Oh my. Look at that. Look at the fur though. That's pretty cool. Alright, enough of that. Where am I going now? Empty. Ah, the empty habitat. We're gonna build something, right? Look at all these people. Man, this is a very CPU heavy game. I'm watching my CPU and it's almost maxed right now between this and streaming, so hopefully things are smooth. If they aren't, then yell at me, but I'm gonna keep going.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Animal trading.
There we are.
I will
A pair
barter
of
2
perfectly splendid
pizzas.
warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side
That
menu.
seems cheap as all
Normally,
hell.
the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Sounds like fun though.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Send to zoo. Where are we gonna put them? We're gonna put them. Can we put it on the street? No, it won't let me. Delivery scheduled. Okay. So this one is in progress. I'm gonna stick that one
When
there
you
too.
ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Okay. Wait, where? You said you marked it? Did I close the wrong window? I probably closed the wrong window. Visiting player alerts? Who's visiting me? No, go watch my stream. Don't visit me. We're making some cash. Look at this. Oh wait, that's not our zoo. That's right. We're supposed to be doing something right now. Entirely sure what that is. Oh, there they are. Oh yeah, look at them. It's Pumbaa. We're just gonna, like my dog. You know, you just immediately lay down, go take a nap. Right now, what am I doing? Hungry and thirsty.
Now handle it!
Walgreens 2316. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Web Squad. All right, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. Where's my objectives? I think I closed it. There's too many buttons. Overview, terrain, environment, enrichment, sled book, social genetics. Close that. If I close that, this comes back up, right? Yes. Okay, good. Objectives. There we go. Locate Animal Trade Center. I think,
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their
Yeah,
destination as fast as possible.
we missed that.
Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished
Right.
up so we can keep them nice and happy.
I did
You
see that
each
you're hungry and
animal in the
thirsty.
zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if
Enrichment.
that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare.
I guess that's
To do
easier.
this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Food trough small. Food trough small. We'll put it near there. You know, I'll put it over here. Let's put it. No, I'm feeling like they might want to eat in peace, though. I don't want them. I wouldn't want to be eating near a bunch of people. I wouldn't want to. I think I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah. Water. Water bowl large. Food trough small. Water bowl large. Holy crap, that's a huge ass water bottle. Water bowl. I didn't do this right, did I? There.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll
Oh,
around
heck
in.
yeah.
That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Yeah, I'll put that right in the middle here, I think.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Walgreens 2316, who's that? How's it going? Wait, where am I going now? I've got to go over to... Okay, ostriches, right? I heard ostrich. Alright, we got to locate the highlighted area. There we go. Ostriches are over here.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
That's more like it. A quick break.
Like The
Sometimes it's
Sims.
a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Pathing, always fun. Right, gate. I guess they want us to put the gate like right here. Doesn't seem like a really practical place, but oh, I see. Or there, right? No, they really want me to put it here. Oh, no, they want me to put it here.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Oh, we're gonna make this sucker as big as we can. Yeah, that's apparently as far as I can go. I love the sound effects. Can I not? What is this? Wait. Alright, fine. I'll do it like that.
Good work. Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Ooh. All right, I'm selecting it. Uh-oh. No. I want that. That's what I want right there. Actually, I want another one. Okay, how do I... Yes. I want that to be glass. How do I do it? Enter. Move. Oh. All right, I'm confused. This is not working. Outside placement area. Oh, does it? Did I put the wall too close?
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
I have the power to stop time.
As well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
Okay, so yeah, trading. Yes. Give me all the ostriches. See if we can actually catch them this time.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
All right, perfect. Feeding time for the ostriches are going to go right in front. Oh, yes. Wait. Why is there's a feeder and a food bowl? Oh, wait. Ostrich. That's also ostrich. Oh, well. I think the water is enough. There we go. That was a huge box for an ostrich. We need another one of these? Okay, fine.
see, the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Keeper hut.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Right. How do I do that? Q and E, right? Oh, no, that raises and lowers. Rotate. Ah, and move the mouse sideways. Woo! Woo! Nice.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness.
Gosh darn picky
Negatively.
guests.
In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted by hippo poop. What am I doing? I'm putting a generator in, or transformer, right?
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off. Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Alright, so we got past all the gold, or it's the gold, the bronze objectives, we're starting the silvers now. Alright. I want to get through all of these, just to learn as much as I can. Alright, so we gotta locate the highlighted area again, empty space, okay.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
Oh
And
yeah.
concrete and glass, I expect. So, go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Okay.
And make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
It's gonna be tigers, huh? Alright. Concrete, I think I heard. Going over there. Oh, look, there's a little train. Reminds me of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. If I learned anything from last time, I don't want to get too close to the path because then I can't do stings. Can I make this shorter? Ew, that's irritating the post. Alright, fine, we'll just cut the corner. Alright. Ah, it's just not, Oh, you can change the length. Oh, that's annoying. You gotta do that by hand? Let's see if we could do that over here then. How do I... Oh, there we go. I gotta drag the slider for that? Oh, man. Oh, man. There we go. Dynamic, you need space. Here, I'll give you more room, Greg. Hang on. There, that's better than before. Gotta stop cutting corners. Do they want a barrier here too? No, I can't imagine. Need a gate. They kind of want me to put one here, I guess. Let's put the gate. Where do we want to put the gate? Somewhere where, like, the guests won't really see it. I don't know if they worry about the gate as much as the facilities. Maybe put the gate... This looks like a small path back here. Put it back here. Yeah, right there.
Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier.
Oh.
Okay then.
You're a jumper, Greg.
Clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
What this is? Oh man, I gotta go. Can I just select all? Control A. Alright,
now
that's
you've got
enough.
all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of
Whoa,
it by
whoa.
clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
How high can we go? Look at this, we can make a castle. This crap.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation
Oh, how can I
box
go?
near to your viewing areas.
Oh.
We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
That's fair. Alright, high traffic. High traffic, we gotta put down a good money box. Oh yeah. Oh, we're in the corner here.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate's in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore.
Oh, hang on, we're not done
think
yet.
it's
I didn't
time
put
we
glass
adopted
in.
those tigers.
What about glass? No one can see what's going on in here. Hang on a second. Oh no, it won't let me. Oh well, no one's gonna see you, Greg. I can't put the, That's a shame. Big shame. Oh, that's expensive. Holy shit. That's like the price of like 3-4 lawnmowers. They don't even mow the lawn. They are carnivores.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Alright, we'll put the feeding station over here maybe.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink.
Please, run through a damn desert. There's no water.
You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Where the hell is that? Oh, terrain. Can I give them dirty water, calm water, rough water, select water, and remove water? Those are cool. Calm water.
Yes, that'll do nicely.
Oh, I
Of
want
course,
more.
just like the
There we go.
warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitats?
Frozen blood pumpkin. Or a rubbing pad. That's an interesting thing. I'll put that one right there. The pumpkin. Put the pumpkin right there. Yeah.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their
Oh,
habitat.
that makes
You can
sense.
either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Now, would it make sense to put it... I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah. And get in there.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Right,
Seems fine.
click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
I don't know, it says it's appropriate. What am I doing? Oh, there's too many windows. Eh. There you go. Oh. Oh. Look out, Zookeepr. Alright, we have to increase the terrain welfare to 100%. How do I select different terrain? Disabled by scenario. Painting. Ooh. Rock. How do you feel about rock? 73. 74. 75. Oh, I like it. Right? Well, the rock does end up on the outside too. I'm really liking this rock. Oh, too much rock. I just saw it go down. We're at 95. We're really close. And it went down again. So I like having some sand, maybe? You guys are picky. Ooh, they don't like that. Still at 93% terrain. 92. Oh man. Going the wrong way. Huh. How's this all going down? I'm adding stuff back that I added before. Ooh, 86 soil. Ooh, they want dirt. Okay. I can give dirt. There we go.
They say the good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
Let's try it.
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right. Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Eye of the Tiger. Nice. Oh, you did so many things. Statues. We got statues. Okay. That's not exactly how I want it, but they're happy. That works for me. You happy with your rocks and dirt? I'm not happy with this though. I gotta fix this. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Alright, no one has to see it. No one's gonna be able to see it. I forgot to put glass down. And now it won't let me do it. Oh well. Everything's fine. It's tutorial level. Alright, highlighted area over here.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare and we can get a bit more detail. Now, they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
What's wrong? Social. What's up there, tracker? I can't read. Oh, because it's telling me which one is social.
Right.
Okay.
As you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls.
Oh, I'm good at adopting. I'm good at spending money. Give me it. Yes. Give me all of your fowl.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Alright, snow leopard, what's wrong? Where are you? Oh, over there. This is a big zoo. I want to visit a zoo. It's been a while. Last one I went to was in San Diego.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not
Ooh.
a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Yeah, San Diego Zoo is pretty great. It's pretty big. Why can't I not place this here? I can. How do I do it? Oh.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather, you should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Wait, what's happening? No, heat map, come back. Okay. Oh, no, this is just the power meter.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh yeah, cool that bad boy.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Oh yeah, I'll turn out the heat map. Oh yes. I'm just destroying the place with snow.
All of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into Zoo Management and then into the Animals section. As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare.
Speedy.
So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Alright, sweetie, what's wrong with you? Welfare 61. Hard shelter. Critically insufficient to cover all animals. Enrichment. Species food enrichments. Toys enrichment. Okay, buddy, let's see what we can do here. You need... Wow, look at this. This is pretty cool. Hard shelter. Is there any shelter in here? There is like no shelter. Heater, cooler, shelter. Oh. There's search. Tortoise. Out of bedding. Ooh. Just give him a big old shed. Oh, that's big. Huh. These are huge. These look ridiculous. Alright, try this. Alright, is the turtle happier now? Alright, sweetie. Now what? Hard shelter. Did I do anything or did I make it worse? Oh, I got money back for that. Or did that change anything? Hard shelter, it helped. Alright, let's try again. You want a big shelter? Yeah! That's a little too big. Maybe something like this. Maybe rotate it and put it back there again. I feel like they would want it like away from people. Right back here in the corner, right? Shelter. Okay, that helped. Do they need more shelter? Maybe more bedding? The bedding seems okay. Food enrichment. What do I do for that? Food. No food and water. Not enough food. Here, I'll give you some food. Oh yeah, it is kind of small, isn't it? Put another one in here. How about that? Too small. Maybe a medium. A medium one over here. Talking about food enrichment, though. Not sure what to do about that. So, shelter worked. Let's see. Species food and toy enrichment. We can put a toy in. I know how to do that. Oh, enrichment items. Ah, here we go. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't think we need this. That. Alright, Speedy. We're gonna help you out here. Dog ball, yes. Play with the dog ball, please. Rubber duck? Oh, can I put that in the water? You need the aquatic pack DLC. Well, unfortunately, the summer sale is over, so. Oh, how do I filter out DLC? Yeah, get that out of here. Sprinkler? Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll put it right by the gate so that the zookeepers always get hit by it. Spray the guests, maybe? Yeah. There, toy enrichment's a lot better. Fruit spike tree. Food enrichment. Block of frozen fruit. Fruit. Apparently a dog ball gives that too. Spike tree. Okay, that's better. Shelter though, I don't know. Still not liking something about that. Let me go back to the shelter and see what we can do. Shelter. Shelters, bedding. Shelters. Yeah, another one of those, maybe? Go for one of these over here. There we go. Temperature. Animal's too cold. Really? Alright, we'll put a heater in. Alright, have the heater. You can go over here if you want the heater. There we go. Okay. Animal's happy now. Yeah, so actually, this is the tutorial, so I imagine once we move on to our own zoo, it's going to be a little tighter with money. Are you watching me from your chair along the canal? Nice, nice. Yeah, this is the tutorial, so we get a lot of money to play with. Let's see. Who else needs some help here? Actually, everyone is... Nope, not everyone's green. Zebra and giraffe. Wait a minute. Oh, location is zebra and giraffe. Okay, I thought this was a zebra and a giraffe. I was very confused. Okay. You got the zebras and the giraffes together. Oh, it's a little baby zebra! Akua. Oh. That's alright, little dude got scared. I get someone over here to do some cleanup on aisle 3. Alright, what's wrong with the zebras? Terrain is inappropriate for this animal. Okay, so we need different terrain. What are they gonna like? Can I filter that? Probably not. I'm gonna guess maybe some sand. Right? Desert? Is that crazy? What's wrong with this? I mean, I imagine they might want some grass too. We'll put the sand over by the food. Did that work? Terrain, 40%. Terrain, 41%. 42%. It's not quite what they're looking for, I guess. Grass? 44%. Oh yeah, they want grass. 46%. Oh yeah, there's some grass. 52%. Oh, it's feeding time. That's what's going on over here. Look at that. What they got from? They got watermelon. Wow, all kinds of fruits. We're gonna paint this patch here with some grass too. I think that's helping. You need grass to graze? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Oh, they're liking this. Alright, we're gonna keep doing this. Unless the giraffes don't like it. I imagine they would too. There. Terrain's a little bit better. Oh yeah. There used to be big tall grass in the Serengeti. All the straw stuff. Okay. How does the stream look, by the way? Is it still kind of smooth? Because my CPU is like pegging almost, which is ridiculous. But this is a very CPU heavy game, apparently. Our terrain is 85. They're happier now. Alright, that's good. That's good. Now, you know what? We'll make this a little more uniform. I like my uniformity.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Okay. I got the gold. I got the gold objectives too.
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee.
Makes people like coffee.
As
I speak their language.
Seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. Oh, and maybe having a type of frog named after me.
Bernie, the Bernie frog. I like it. All right, do I get to make a new zoo? I don't think yet. I think there's still another tutorial part. Save new zoo save. Sure, we'll call it that. I could maybe jump to a new zoo from scratch, but I'm trying to just learn. There's still more tutorial. I'd like to learn more. Yeah, I could start Maple Leaf Wildlife Park, but we're gonna keep going to learn a little more stuff here with the apprenticeship, the Madagascan Simian Conservation Project. All right, interesting. All right, medium difficulty. Let's go. Love the music in this title. Yes, teach me, ya. Staff won't be efficient at their jobs if they have to walk long distances. Interesting. Okay.
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
What do you think of Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Cool. I really like how there's different like biomes or regions. Look at that. Look at those mountains. That looks so cool. Wow, this is a crowded zoo. Holy cow. It's a zoo, right? Am I right?
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years. Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans. The Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in. And they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go to
Done.
the animal camera.
I'm way ahead of you.
Aren't they just incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Look at a keyboard.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But
Oh,
before
snap.
we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
I want to put the wall. What am I selecting? I should just put the wall in, right? That's all I need to do. Quick, put a wall, put a wall. Oh. What? What? This is wrong? Okay, I'm missing something. Yeah, why can't I place this? He's gonna leave, he's gonna leave, no! Don't you leave, I swear. Airlock. Box the animals in the habitat, okay. Come on. Do I delete this stuff? Nope. Nope. Whoa. Obstructed. Yes, right there.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Okay, fine. Click.
Good. Now open the Animals tab. And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Box. Oh.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area. You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment.
Not very
Hire a
happy.
vet. Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
You're hired.
Now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo. And then click on the Call Vet button to call the vet over to capture it.
Help me.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there.
I want to see what happens, though. They're all running. Yeah, I'm surprised they just like slapped a bunch of boxes on them. Oh, there we go. Come here, come on, vet. Oh. Oh, in a box. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow, you had a huge box that turned even smaller. What is happening? Okay. Where's our habitat again? Isn't it over here? Yeah.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Everything's fine.
Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that. Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in. Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say?
It's about
They
time.
might still get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
They'll get sad.
Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again. So, So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts. You see, mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again.
Done.
Gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly, without the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
I'd like to see that. I'd pay to see that.
Another key responsibility for our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. Oh, the animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it. Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building. Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Oh, that's wild.
Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select Vet Research. Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur.
Oh.
Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
Onto the lemur. There we go.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Alright. Yeah.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
I put that like smack dab in the middle. You need more than that? Two education boards. There you go. And down here too.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel. And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious.
Oh, ooh,
When you
this
link an
thing's hanging.
education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Yeah.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards. Fantastic! Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Alright, I'm just gonna hang on to the post, I guess, because I can't move it. Move, let me move. Oh! Oops. Alright. Research. Right. Alright.
Go on, collect your research rewards. Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Help me, tell me what you need. Speak my language.
Next, click on the Terrain tab.
There's a terrain tab.
Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you.
That's
so you can either
new
pop that
to
down
me.
or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Where's the sand at? It's kind of on the high side. It's right here. Alright, it's within reason. Well, I didn't know this thing existed before, so that's actually... that helps a lot. Navigable climbing area. What do they need for that? Climbing frames. Climb. Whoa. Click, climb. Climbable log. Climbable branch, irregular shape. That sounds like fun. Right here. Like a lightning rod. Yes, clean up the poop. Huh. Climbable platform. Y-shaped. Log. Okay, now what? Climbable area requirement. This little tiny baby lemur. It's so small. All right, terrain. Climbable terrain. Is that rock, maybe? What would that be? What would be climbable, navigable climbing area? Land area, climbing area. Did that go up? Oh, it's gonna go down here now. Hang on, hang on. Climbing. Oh, lemur climbing frame. This is what we gotta do right here. This is the mother load right here. Yes. This looks more like it. Oh, it looks like this would be more suited on flatter ground though.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
It's kind of
Do
floating.
you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Okay. Whoop. Select. It's pretty great. Okay, what? I got distracted. Set ring tailored lemur food quality to grade 2, and I guess I do that from what?
Oh, that's a great climbing frame
We'll
for
have
them.
a
They're
repeat.
going to
That's a nice button.
absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's
Yes.
true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
The habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat. Well, yeah. Is that not? Click, click. That's a rock. Oh. I'm clicking the habitat. What do you want me to do? Oh yeah, I wonder if they could use it as I just saw. Yeah, they can come on, they can jump right on over there. I'm giving them an out.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Now
there we go.
select the Animals tab.
Good grief, why was that so difficult?
There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality.
Oh yeah, we're
Grade
eating steaks
2
tonight.
Food quality. My mouth's already watering. So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Look at this crowd here, holy moly. Right, orangutan habitat, right? We're here.
Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Which one are we looking for? This one? Agong. Okay. Release Agong to the wild. Nice.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit. I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there?
Alright, exhibit. I thought that's what we've been doing.
Lovely. Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research center earlier, then pop it into the gap.
Ah, small animal exhibit. Yeah, it's supposed to go in here, right?
Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Gila monster. Interesting.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there.
Done.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. but that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel. Good. Now click on the Layout tab. Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the healer monster. As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our healer monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab. Here you can see the healer monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Oh, they want to be higher than that for temperature. All right. Yeah, hot and humid is not a good combo. Bring that down.
That's the ticket. And the last thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab. You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank, or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it. Why don't you have a play around with the options? There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
Oh, I'm busy. Hang on. Oh, nice. That's cool. I like that. Simple. I don't want to close the other sides of it. I want a board, not a speaker. That did not work as planned. Screen mount wall projection screen. One exhibit education board. There we go. Exhibit education board. Yes. And set it to the Gila monster.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Oh boy. Oof, it's getting late. I don't know if I could do that too at this point. Ay, ay, ay. 12 species in the zoo. What do we got right now? Looks like we might have like 8. It's counting 8 different species. We need 4 more. Ugh. Let's see what we can do in the meantime, maybe. Is this all? Oh, this is already a field exhibit. A hippo. Interesting. This looks empty. Definitely could do exhibits over here, I suppose. I just build paths. Paths. Match. So let me get. Is it a queue? Really? Oh, it's a staff path. Oh, so that keeps the customers out. Interesting. Oh. Asphalt light path. Okay, that's enough path for now. Can they even get over here? Yeah, they can. They're gonna get lost like an old roller coaster tycoon. Wooden track airlock. Damn, these are a little crazy. That's annoying. Why can't I change the angle? Oh, I don't want to snap. How do I unsnap? Turn that crap off. I don't need no snapping. Seems big enough. So mean. I don't know what this is gonna end up being. We're gonna find out. Okay, now we need a gate. I guess it'd be better to put that on the staff side, actually. So if I put a staff path over here, right? Perfect. Let's put the gate in. All right. Maybe some viewing angles for the guests over here. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Oh, you click on it. Oh. All right. also gonna put the path down this way so they can see on this side. No touchy. Can't have the staff path change like that. Oh, you can have it. You can have it come back around. That's funny. Some glass there. Some glass down here. There you go. Nice viewing. Okay, let's see, what are we gonna try to put here now? We're gonna try to put, we're gonna put like a little pond. Need some water over here. Sculpting. Oh, I can't sculpt. What? Valid. Valid. Oh shit. Okay, maybe we're not gonna have water here. That's too much water. I can't sculpt apparently in this tutorial. Alright, what do we want to bring in here? What is something we don't have? Because the goal is just what? It's very simple. It's just 12 species in the zoo. We have 9 right now. So we need 3 more. I wish I could move these windows so badly. Alright, let's see. Does it say if I have any? Pretty sure I already have a hippo. What don't I have? Oh, this is timed. Yikes. Oh, it's quick. I gotta think about this. Bonobo, Bornean, orangutan, giant burrowing cockroach. Oh my. Hippopotamus. So we do not have. We do not have a tapir. Tapir? Tapir? What are these? Leaves? Alright, so waiting in the trade center. Trade center. So here. This one. Alright, now. Alright, we can play, I guess. Need to figure out what they need. Bring me my tapirs. Where are they? Alright, let's figure out the basic stuff. So we need shelter for a tapir. Dog shelter. I prefer these. Nice. Maybe some bedding. Give me extra leaves. More leaves, large leaves. Okay. Food. Food trough. Medium should be good. Oh, here they come. In their little boxes. Are they in their little boxes? They're running from Timbuktu. Bit of water. There you go. Got their food and water. Wow, look at that metal reflecting the light. That's cool. Alright. Nice. How's it going? How you doing? Not very good. Need some enrichment. Need some food and toy enrichment. Everything else seems okay, actually. Alright, let's give you some food enrichment here. Food enrichment. Yeah, I'll give you a forage box. Yeah, there we go. Put that right down here by the viewers. And a toy enrichment. Gift box. Cardboard box. Here, have a box. Maybe a ball. A tire? Oh, that sounds like fun. There you go. Nice. So now we should be up to 10, right? Yeah. Alright. We're getting there. They might have a little bit more room than they need. No, they need room to run. Look at them go. Oh, we're gonna play with the tire? Research is complete. Check the screen. Ringtailed lemur. I'm still going on that one, huh? Yeah, we're gonna get real smart on those. Sure, keep going. Alright, so what else we got? Oh, do I know how high I need to put this barrier? Because I didn't even check that. Does it say? Oh, terrain's too much soil. You can fix that. You can use more grass. Let's do that. Need some more long grass. We can do that. I'm putting that around the edges. There you go. Okay, that's good. And we need some. Oh, we do need some swimming area. Ugh. Well, that's annoying. Because it's really hard to do that here. Oh, oh, oh no. Well, now they got water. I'm not gonna move this stuff. Oh. Well, now I know what happens. Oh, this shit's floating now. Can I move this? Cardboard box, move. Alright, all good. A little more water than I would like, but I can't do anything. Oh, they're fine. They got into boxes. They're back to normal. Alright, I guess that's enough fence. I really don't know. Yeah, I can see him swimming down there, right? The only problem is I don't know if the fence is tall enough. I assume they don't really jump, I guess. Does it say in here? This animal is being adopted for cash. It cannot be released into the wild. Doesn't say anything about, like... I don't know. Alright, anyway, I think we're okay there. Let's see if we can throw together one more here. It's gotta be a keyboard shortcut to make this shorter. Ooh, ooh. Nice. Hides that. Oh, H does that. Okay, that's good to know. Plus and minus? Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's not fine. We'll meet in the middle over here. There you go. I did forget a thing over here. I forgot to put in like the donation box. We gotta make some money. Give me a donation box. Donation utilities. Donation. Donation box. Give me money. Look at that. They're all lining up right there. That's a perfect place for the donation box. That's cool. I was kind of watching it. People are hot. I haven't learned about guest happiness yet. Okay, educational was the other thing I wanted, right? Yeah, I'll put this up here. Thanks. Cool. Alright, now I guess I'll try putting something together over here. Put more pathways in here. I keep the staff path going back here. Right? Put a gate in over here. Track airlock. Holy moly, what's that for? About small wooden habitat gate. That's a little small though. That is a little small. Let's put the regular one in. What's going on here? That's the pathway obstructing it. So if you delete, how do I gotta delete the path first, maybe? Yeah. Put normal. No. Jeez, I already clicked too many times. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So, what do we want to put into this one? We have those. I think we have hippos. I'm pretty sure. Do we have mandrill? There's gotta be a way to like filter on things we don't have. Doesn't say. We have mandrills already. Lemurs. So what's between mandrill and red lemur? Maybe that's how we can do this. Red rough lemur. Ring-tailed lemur. Maybe we need a red rough lemur? I don't know if I want to put another one of those in though. Might have to. Oh, this is going to be annoying to flip through. Oh, that's not too bad. Tapir, bonobo, orangutan, giant burrowing cockroach, Gila monster, anomoi, that's the name of a hippo, iguana, mandrill, red ruffed lemur. We already have those then. Ring-tailed lemur. So what don't we have? Oh, we got problems here. Vet has not attended to the habitat in a long time. We need another vet. I'm gonna hire another vet. Jeez, I can't see. Wonder why. That's weird. Help me. Is that because I have the other vet just researching? So that should go down here soon. We have 4 alerts here for a vet. There we go, down to 3. Alright, vet, keep going. Alright, where were we now? Over here. Oh, there's another page. Hang on. Ooh, Western chimpanzee. I don't think we have one of these yet. Oh wait, we need to put in a window too. Oh. There we go. Right. Learned this already. I remember. There. We'll do something like that, just on one side here. Alright. Let's see. Habitat for a Western. Western chimpanzee, right? There we go. Hopefully this is the right one. Yep, we're up to 11 species now, so I picked the right one. Shelter. Ooh, African shelter. That one's a little steep. Classic shelter. We're gonna go with the African shelter. That is huge. It's huge, but we're keeping it. Oh, this is not a hill conducive to putting stuff on. That's fine. It'll just kind of float there. It's all good. Maybe we can throw some bedding in here. Alright, now what do you need? Social enrichment, food and toy enrichment. Let's start with that. Ooh, a roller feeder. Like over here. Toy enrichment. Block of ice. A bobbin drum. Ooh, that sounds like fun. What else we got? A grab ball. Ooh, a keyboard. Oh yeah. And a sprinkler. Right here. Social group. Too few adults and juveniles. Uh-oh, dangerous. Oh, a dangerous animal has escaped. Oh shit. Can I pause it? Let me just pause time here for a hot sec. Okay, so this needs to be taller. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Emergency capture. All that. Alright, and this needs to get taller. We're gonna learn requires attention. Animal has escaped. Yes, I know. I gotta do all of these. Ah, come on. There you go. Okay, let's make this taller. I don't know how tall it needs to be. Go 5 meters. Alright, let it play. Oh shit, where's our vet? Well, at least it's going away from the people. 2. Oh, the other one escaped too. Oh, I didn't put anti-climb thingies. Oh shit, call vet. Oh shit. Oh shit. Can I hire a vet? Yeah, there, vet. Help me. You're hired. Help me. Alright, so I think we need to put a barrier up here too, apparently. How do we know? I missed that bit in the tutorial. Knowing when we need to put a barrier. Right? Climb proof left. Alright, I need to select like all of these. There should be like a control A, like select the entire barrier. There we go. That's what I need, right? Oh, put the barrier on the wrong side though. There we go. That looks better. Alright, let's play this out. No, we're not gonna use emergency capture. We've got it. Where'd the vet go? Where'd the other vet go? There he goes. Alright, back to where you belong. The other one in here? Yeah, there it is. Whew, okay. Need more of these, I think, is what they're saying. Right? Animal has severe social welfare issues, too few adults. Alright, then we can do that. Western chimpanzee, let's get a couple more of these. Trade center. Send to zoo. Right, that should help. Crowding issues are... Uh-oh. We didn't make it big enough. Well, we can expand it. So... Yeah, we got a couple more coming over here yet, I think. I don't think they've reached here yet. Alright, people are feeling safe to come back again. Did we get 4 in here now? There we go. Here we go. Space is becoming a problem. Alright, let's see if we can expand this a little bit. Now, geez, camera, struggling. Struggle is real. I can do that with the camera. Okay, whoa. One's inverted, one's not. Alright, get rid of these. There we go. Oh, barrier though. Hang on, pause. Not letting this happen again. Can't see which side the barrier is on when I do that. I think that's it. Ooh, there we go. Alright. I'm actually going to also move their shelter to... Well... I think it's okay there. What do we got for space now? How are they feeling? Don't build... Oh, jeez. Barrier post. Delete that. Space is a little bit better. Wow, they need a lot of space. Need more food enrichment. Block of frozen fruit? Okay. Alright, we got space problems. Wow, they need a lot more space than anything else. I guess we can expand this out. Not this way, maybe. Holy moly, they need a lot of space. Cool. Here, you can get all the space you need over here, yeah. Have all the space. This better be enough. I don't know if it's not, then I don't know what will be. Well, I did kind of close it in a little bit, didn't I? We'll try it. Barrier. Let's see, on the left. Should be on the right, I think. Oh wait, left looks like it's the inside. Yep. Delete this guy. My pathing is not the optimal performance. Yeah, probably not. I just started playing this game today, so I don't know any of the advanced features or strategies. But welcome. We're figuring it out slowly. My issue right now is just trying to get a big enough habitat for these people. Apparently the space is not the problem because it's still labeled really low. 35%. I just expanded the crap out of this. That wasn't good enough. Right, what am I doing wrong here, space-wise? Crowding issues. Do I have too many? I mean, it seems like they could even use more. The primate misses the rainforest. Okay, that's fair. It is just a bunch of grass back here. Maybe we can mess with terrain first. Not enough climbing area. Okay. Okay. For they are the future. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's give them a big... It's lemur. Which apparently will work for a Western chimpanzee too. It's too small. I like the big one though. It says it'll work for them. It's filtered on the chimpanzees, so... Require additional mountains. I don't think I can do terrain modifications in the tutorial map. Did that work for them? Did it do anything? It helped. You're getting closer. Putting this way back where no one can see them climbing. You need more short grass. Stick that up around here. Yeah. The water must be displaced to form the optimal elevation, but the matter must be displaced. Yeah, but see, the thing is, I don't know, unless I'm supposed to be using sculpting, I can't do that in the tutorial level. Disabled by scenario. I assume scenario means the tutorial I'm working on. Give them more climbing. We will climb and be happy. Climb in the water. There we go. Oh, it's getting closer. The folly of scenarios. Yes. Climb. There. Okay, that's better. Did that do anything? Ah, that did. Space. That actually helped a lot. I could probably make this smaller space then. I want to kind of wrap this around though. I gotta put a donation box, and I haven't done that yet. Hang on, I need my money. Give me money. Ooh, transport rides. Which one is it? Collection, staff, guest facilities, small animal exhibits. Help me find it. Collection. Donation, donate. What is this sitting under? Please donate to my horrible exhibit. Thank you. Something educational to go with it. Please donate to Ape. Yes. Where's my education? We must educate. Yes, throw me the money. Education board set. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Show them that they like apes. Oh, no power. There you go. There it is. Can I just I'm just gonna hide the transformer back here somewhere. Oh, I have to connect it to a path though, don't I? I could probably put that back here. Transformer. Oh yes. Yes. Give me power. Aw. That's powered, right? Oh yes. I didn't even bother to check the chart. Glass, glass. Okay. There's that. And then I guess what the last one is, I could put in a small exhibit maybe somewhere. Do they have a building already? Do I have to construct one? Restrooms? Psh, we don't need restrooms. What's over here? Oh, that's all staff stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well... oh, our guest count's kind of going down, but our money's going way up. Our diehard fans keep paying us. This all looks like facility stuff, huh? Maybe we can put a small building here. Whoa, that's a big one. Oh, I just want to build one from scratch. How do I do that? Where's windows, architecture, awnings, wall decor? Give me a building. What happened to that view? I don't want to place this. Oh, here's the building. Building. It's just these things, huh? Blueprints only. There we go. Yes. Why are we limited to this stuff? What if I just want a small exhibit? Maybe I can find that here. Right, looking for a small exhibit. Pet zoo exhibit large, medium, small. Yeah, there we go. Wait, we gotta put this over pavement, I guess. Oh, yeah. There we go. Perfect. All right. Alright, so I think we got one of these already. I don't think we have giant tiger. Land snail.
My, you have been busy, haven't you?
Yes.
Splendid! But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy.
We're at 85,
So,
we're close.
let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we?
Severe
And by
welfare
we,
issues.
I mean you. Go on, get to it.
I'm working on it. Severe welfare issues. Animals layout. Climate. Oh, layout. Here we go. Ooh, some rocks. Lots of rocks. They like rocks. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna put that down. Recommended. There we go. Nice. It's balanced now. Sounds like the guests are kind of hot. I wonder if we're going to learn about how to help with that eventually. Alright. Alright, the snail's happy. Layout. The layout needs fixings. Partially providing enrichment features. Enrichment level 2, not yet researched. Oh, I see. That's what the research is for. You research on snail. Yes. Learn me all you can. All right. Well, good deal. All right, I think I'm gonna leave the last little bit. Here for maybe next time. Keep continuing on with this. I'm glad I picked this up. This has been fun. Definitely, it's been a while since I've done like a tycoon kind of game like this, so it's been a lot of fun. Although my performance has degraded over time for some reason. My not running at a very high frame rate anymore, so I don't know, look into why it's doing that. But other than that, like I think the game looks great and it's been fun. There's a lot to learn. It's quite the learning curve, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Making quite the cash here, holy cow. So, all right. Let's see if we could save this here. Save the zoo. New zoo save. Yep. We'll save the default like tutorial stuff with that save name. And yeah, I think we'll end it here. So Thunderdome for real. Thanks for stopping by. Dirt Tracker, it was good to see you round 2. And Walgreens 2316. I'm guessing that might be Billy Mariah. But I'm not sure. Either way, it was good to see you too. And we'll catch everyone in the next stream. Have a good night.